Good afternoon. So we're gonna go exploring the matrix. Do you want to know what it is? Alright, we're going to explore the fabric and the dimension of deceptions, Mason tricks. Alright, so we'll start with a few clips here to make this easier for you to understand. You're gonna come with me and I'm going to show you.
Symptoms of Pandora? I've seen it before. Ever witnessed the symptoms firsthand? It's not something you can easily detect. It starts with a shiver, an itch, a slow boil. The biological side effects of flying deep space feeding into paranoia, and the paranoid brain feeding the side effects. A downward spiral. There is no shutting off the heat. No matter what you do, it'll boil over. We all know Pandora is greatly affected by any substantial psychological trauma. It has an emotional trigger effect. That's what they say. How do you think you would react if you knew the truth? The truth? About what?
Okay, so basically what the young man is talking about to Dennis Quaid is he's talking about what happens to your mind when you start going into the fabric of deceptions created by the Mason trickery. Okay, so now let's go watch another clip.
I created the event horizon to reach the stars. But she's gone much, much farther than that. She tore a hole in our universe, gateway to another dimension. A dimension of pure chaos. Pure evil. When she crossed over, she was just a ship. But when she came back, she was alive. Look at her, Miller. Isn't she beautiful?
Your beautiful ship killed its crew,
Well, now she has another crew. Now she has us.
What do you think you're doing, Doug?
You wanted to know where the ship has been. So now you'll find out.
Okay, so the doctor, played by Sam Neill, is telling Lawrence Fishburne about an event that took him in to the fabric of the Matrix deceptions. Okay, so now let's go check out the FBI. We're going to check out the director of the FBI, and we're going to see what he had to say about what's really going on. Again, that's the head of the FBI. The director tells all. And we're going to watch a quick clip of that right now.
I want to make it very clear in the beginning, I'm not anti-government. I don't believe in terrorism. And I want to make it especially clear that there are a lot of good people in the FBI and the CIA, naval intelligence, army intelligence, military intelligence, NSA. Unfortunately, there are a few key people in key positions who have made a difference, a big difference, in what's happening in America today. So, looking back, my personal experiences, I retired from the FBI March 1979. At that time, I was in charge of the FBI Los Angeles Division. I had more than 700 personnel under my command. The Attorney General of the United States, Griffin Bell, asked me after I retired if I'd coordinate security for the Pan American Games. I did. I was a consultant in the 1984 Los Angeles Olympics. I was a consultant for former Governor Jerry Brown, California Narcotic Authority. So I do have credentials. My first major, and credibility, believe me. Now, if you read the internet, you may not think so, because there are some heavy-duty FBI informants out there like Stu Webb and Barbara Hartwell, who are MK Ultra mind control victims, CIA mind control victims, who are making all kinds of disparaging remarks about me. But I don't want to deal with those people, because if you read their material, you'll see that it's designed to discredit people like me, former State Senator John DeCamp, and other leaders who are trying our best to expose what's happening in America today, and actually around the world.
Okay, again, so you have that right there, the head of the FBI, the director of the FBI, coming out and saying that there are FBI informants out there that are trying to discredit people like myself, obviously the director himself, the head of the FBI retired, and others, all right? There's FBI informants out there trying to discredit us, okay? Because we're exposing these things. Okay, now let's fast forward, and we'll check out a clip from just a week or so ago, all right? It's a clip from Donald Trump.
So you said something needs to be done. One of the two shooters was born here in the United States, raised here in the United States, believe was radicalized here in the United States.
Right.
So then how would you stop that then? Because you're talking about immigration.
Well, she came in. She came in and probably radicalized him. She came in. She went to a school. People that knew her said she was very radical. And she came in, okay? It's a problem. It's a problem.
But even without the help of a woman to come in, there are people who have been born here and who have been
you have
radicalized
groups, cells, call them whatever you want, like her and her husband, all over the place. But here's the problem. You had many people that knew what was happening. You had the parents, you had the mother. The mother had guns in her car. You had the mother looking at the pipe bombs all over the apartment. You had the person that said it was politically correct, or what was the expression they used? Profiling. They said
they didn't want to
report,
right, because they were afraid.
You know what happened? They said, "Why didn't you see this?" And they said, "Oh, we did see it, but it was profiling." They knew. That was nonsense. That was an excuse that they made because they obviously saw what was happening. You had the person that bought the guns for him. You had all these people knowing about it, and then you had many more that you're not even talking about. Why didn't they turn them in? They should have turned them in.
Where does it...
And they knew what was going to happen.
Where are the parameters of Mr. Trump? Where are the foreign leaders? What about foreign leaders who are Muslim, from Muslim countries?
You don't have a lot of foreign leaders that want to bring up the subject, and that's why I'm getting so much credit, because I'm willing to bring up a subject that nobody else wants to bring up. And you know why, Don? Because I am self-funding my own campaign. I have no people giving me money. I don't need anybody's money. I have no people in terms of special interest donors, any of this. I have none of them.
I want to talk about the funding of your campaign, but let's stick to this, because what I mean is, what about foreign diplomats or people from Muslim countries who are coming into the country?
Certainly exceptions can be made. I mean, you're going to have, I'm not going to say you can't come into the country. And the one thing people didn't pick up, at the end of that sentence, it said, until we get our hands around it, essentially, until we find out what the hell is going on, which is the expression I used. Now, if I could go quickly.
Until we find out what the hell is going on. So folks, I pretty much just summed that up with 4 movie clips, okay? Mason tricks. In other words, there has been a dimension, a hypercube dimension of fabrics that have been woven together with deceptions, Mason tricks. Okay, that's what's going on. And now some of these deceptions are finally starting to come out. And now people are asking, what the hell is going on? Quite simply, just about everything is a deception or a Mason matrix. They're Mason tricks. You get that? So that's what's going on today. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and make a second part to that video, and we're gonna have a little bit more fun with that and explore some more stuff. So stay tuned. Shane K Play, Little Indie. Check out InfoWars as well. And you need to check this video out on my YouTube channel, my MIT Labs Mastery. Alright, this is my mastery in physics and psychology. Alright, it's going to show you the real space and the real dimension of things that are going on. And if you're brave enough, you should check out Covenant Neighborhoods, and that's also on my YouTube channel. Alright, it's another video I took. So go check these videos out. MIT Labs Mastery and Covenant Neighborhood. Just a warning though. That's a warning, alright? It's a bit more horrific detail than the clips I just showed you. It's gonna sum up and it's gonna tie into all this Mason tricks. So go there, watch this clip again, and keep staying tuned and keep doing your research, folks.